Here's a little bit of Arduino fun. I have a white breadboard with a homemade Arduino on it. It's a basic ATMega328 setup with just enough capacitors and resistors and a crystal to get it running. It has a power LED to show when the power is operating, and a yellow LED on digital pin 13 to show when it's been reset. And it's got a red breakout board. That thing's pretty cool. Lets me upload sketches via USB, and right now I'm using that to power a 14-stage binary ripple counter. That's just a fancy sounding name for a binary counter it's got 14 stages, so each stage knows how to count from 0 to 1. And it's got several output pins. It's got, I think, 12 output pins, and I'm using 10 of those pins to drive a 10-segment LED bar display that you can see lighting up there. And the Arduino is running a sketch that's taking the input from the potentiometer there, and it's taking the value from that potentiometer and using that with a multiplier as an upper limit to count from 0 to that upper limit. And it's setting 1 millisecond count pulses to the counter. The counter, by the way, is a 74HC4020. And so what's cool about this setup is the Arduino is running all 10 LEDs off of one output pin, and Arduinos have several output pins, so there's several output pins left on the ATMega328 that could be programmed for other things. On the red breakout board, or the red breadboard, there's a homemade voltage regulator. That's just a simple setup I built myself with an adjustable voltage regulator and a couple of capacitors and resistors. I can run the whole circuit off that voltage regulator, but I have to put resistors on the LEDs and they run a lot more dimly. So for this demonstration I'm just using the power on the red breakout board, which by the way is an FTDI232 breakout board from SparkFun, and I'm using that power for the counter, and that's driving the LEDs. So let me go ahead and look around with the potentiometer, and the action is pretty rough at the low end, so it's usually easiest just to turn the thing all the way off, and trying to get just 1 or 2 LEDs to light up is pretty difficult action. Again, it's rough on the potentiometer, and there's a multiplier, so it's hard to just get that spot that's such a low count to only light up a few LEDs. It's easy to get it up to 4 or 5, and then once it jumps up there you can see the action of the binary counting pretty well. So with a decade counter, this would just act, or be easy to modify the sketch to make it act just like a power graph. Arduino could cycle through 10, counting from 1 to 10 really quickly. Could do that dozens of times a second, and would look, to the human eye, it looks like just a solid bar graph. But it's also pretty cool with the binary counter.